Welcome. My name is Till Giessmann. I'm the head of investor relations at Energiekontor AG, and I would like to shortly introduce our company to you today. Let me first ask you a short question. Can you imagine a world powered by 100% renewable energy? At Energiekontor, we can. In fact, it is that vision that made us one of the pioneers in the renewable energies markets, and that motivates us every day to go the extra mile with success. Today, Energiekontor is one of the leading German product developers and an independent producer of energy with wind and solar parks that we operate in our own portfolio. This is also revealed in the organizational structure of our company. Basically, we operate in three core segments. The first one is project development and sales. Here we do cover the whole value chain, starting from scratch with the sectorization of land, managing all planning processes and the construction phase, until finally the park is ready and fully operational. Then we either do sell the park or we decide to take it in our own portfolio of solar and wind parks. As a rule of thumb, you can say that 50% of all our parks are kept in our own portfolio and 50% are sold to investors. Whenever we take over a park in our own portfolio, it directly goes into our second business segment, which is power generation in our own wind and solar parks. Here we earn very plannable and recurring revenues from producing electricity, feeding it into the grid, and being remunerated for it. Last but not least, all of our other activities fall within our third business segment, operation, development, innovation, and other. Here we take over the operational and commercial management of almost all the parks that we developed. This is very important to us, furthermore, because in this business segment, we also try to make our parks more efficient and try to reduce costs. We want to achieve cost leadership because we do believe that subsidies will go down over the next years almost everywhere, and that renewable energy systems have to compete on market terms. As such, we want to be prepared and already have achieved major milestones. More and more of our parks are realized totally subsidy-free on the basis of private power purchase agreement with off-takers such as utilities and industrial companies. In fact, as a pioneer, we were the first to realize a totally subsidy-free wind park in England, which at that time was also the first of its kind in the whole of the United Kingdom. Our success, you can see here on this slide, is seen by the very impressive track record. Since the foundation of our company in 1919, we have been able to successfully realize 130 wind parks and 12 solar parks with a generation capacity of in total more than 1 gigawatt. That is the size of a small nuclear power plant. Together, these parks generate more than 2.5 kilowatt hours per annum. That would be enough to provide electricity to all households of a city as big as Hamburg, for example. Being a project developer and at the same time an independent power producer is also the heart of our very unique and sustainable growth model, which is one of a kind in the market. Let us have a closer look at this model. With the two business segments on the left, which you may recognize from earlier, we have power generation in our own parks and the commercial and operational management with whom we generate recurring cash surpluses. These cash surpluses are used to cover overhead and personal costs, and the remains will be transferred to the third segment, project development. These are available to cover all project development costs for new wind and solar parks. Then again, 50% of these new projects are sold to investors and directly contribute to the group's EBT, and 50% are transferred into our own portfolio, increasing the available cash surpluses in the next period, and hence our ability to grow even further in the future. Currently, the organic growth enables us to grow by 10 to 20% per year based on the group EBT. Furthermore, even in the unlikely event that no new projects are developed and sold, this business model allows for all costs to still be covered. With this rather unique business model, we are truly able to follow a sustainable growth path while at the same time enjoy a high degree of financial stability and security. Where are we heading with this setting? Well, clearly, within the next years, we want to accelerate our growth and be able to seize on the various opportunities the growing market has to offer. That is why we want to expand our own portfolio of solar and wind parks further. Currently, our portfolio consists of 36 wind parks and 1 solar park, with a total generating capacity of some 330 megawatts. Our goal is to expand this portfolio in the medium term by the end of 2023 to some 500 megawatts. Based on our growth model, This will leave us with more funds that are available to also accelerate our project development business. For that, we were already able to build up a very attractive and well-filled project pipeline over the last couple of years. Our project pipeline contains projects with a total generating capacity of 6.7 gigawatt. That is truly impressive, and I do believe it is one of the biggest among project developers of similar size in Germany. Moreover, we do have projects at all levels of the project development phase or value creation phase, ranging from phase 1, the very first start of every project, until phase 5, where the park is being constructed and close to being ready. The pipeline you see here is from end of June 21, and we're just updating it. And as a spoiler alert, I can assure you that we have increased the pipeline even further. We were able to again increase the pipeline in all of our core markets that at the moment are Germany and the UK. We have set up a strong pipeline, especially in Scotland, over the last years. And we do manage own wind park in Portugal and have more recently entered the fast-growing US and French market, and were able to secure attractive projects there already too. Recently, the valuation of project pipelines has also caught increased attention on the financial markets. Firstly, because there have been some transactions that have revealed the true value that market participants place on existing high-quality project pipelines. Second, as demand for renewable energy assets will go up over the next couple of years or even decades, as more and more capacity shall be installed, the bottleneck of the market will become the availability of projects. All of this has clearly lifted up the valuation of our company, especially in the mid of last year, when prices for the first pipeline transactions did go public. Another valuation effect is that every time we do not sell a part of our pipeline, but take it into our own portfolio, we do so at pure manufacturing costs, without the development fee that we would usually earn by selling it. Thus, by expanding our own portfolio, we also do build up substantial amount of hidden reserves, which is another safety cushion, adding to our sound financial stability. These hidden reserves can be easily released by selling the park to the market. Last but not least, a short outlook on our targets in numbers. For 21, we aimed at a growth of 10 to 20% based on the group EBT of the previous year. Already in 2023, we expect to achieve a group EBT of some 55 to 60 million euro. Compared to the group EBT from the base year 2020, this would mean a doubling of our EBT in numbers. We do believe we are well set to reach those targets and will continue with our success story over the next couple of years. As you can see, considering an investment in Energiekontor can be rewarding in many ways. Not only would you invest in a financially sound company that knows its business and which has a one-of-a-kind business model within a growing market, but at the end of the day, it can also be a very satisfying feeling to know that with your investment, you contribute to a cleaner, safer, and more sustainable energy supply of tomorrow for a world worth living in. A world powered by 100% renewable energy. So we would welcome you to join us in our vision. Thank you very much, and please do not hesitate to contact me for further information. Thank you.
Hi there! Since you watched this company video until the end, I'm guessing you liked the video. That's probably because we work very hard to create the most engaging and value-added content possible for you. If you're a stock-listed company or corporation and want to find out how we at C11A can make a company video with and about you, please email us at community@c11a.com.